Florida Georgia Line and Cruise on B105. It's Northland's number one for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren, and we have the coming up a little bit later on. We're going to talk about Florida Georgia Line and the drama.
I'm so excited because I live for like a petty feud. I really do.
Yes,
with celebrities, not with myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Well, we'll find out. Lauren's Country Lowdown here a little bit. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Yep.
So, I'm going to start today.
Okay.
Superior Mayor Jim Payne is trying to stop a proposed rate hike that SWLP is doing for utilities. Didn't they just have one last year? Didn't we just have a big...
I literally can't keep up, but like everything is obviously more expensive than it used to be, but when is it going to end? What is like the end game here, you know?
I don't know. Well, a lot of different things are happening. A lot of politics are taking place as part of it, but basically you're looking at like an 18% increase or whatever. That's a lot.
That is.
It's going to be an extra chunk of money. I mean, my utilities from the year, because I did the budget thing, and I'm in Superior, and I went from like 200 something to like almost double my utilities in 1 year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's nuts.
It's crazy.
What's funny is like my, I think it's like my internet cable, whatever, not going to call them out, but like every like few months, it's like, because it's on auto payment or whatever, it just is like a few dollars more. And I noticed because I check, and it's like, what?
People keep paying it. You got to put your foot down somewhere. But, you know, things like utilities, you kind of have to pay that.
You do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
we'll see what's happening. They're going to go to the council. There's the regulatory committee, and they're going to lobby against that. So we'll see what happens.
So if you want to take part in Grandma's Marathon weekend, because that's coming up here, but you don't want to run, they still need volunteers for their finish line security team, which gets you right in the middle of the action. You're helping a good cause as well. And they say that there's a bunch of different positions within that team. And if you have like one that you prefer, they can put you there. And they need like 70 plus volunteers just for the finish line security team. So if you want to be part of the race, you don't want to run, you can email the contact. And I have all that info, b105country.com.
Okay, well, there you go. Something to do. Thanks, Lauren. That's your B105 Buzz this morning. Sam Hunt, Outskirts on B105. Northland's number one for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren. I can barely wait.
Okay.
Contain my excitement for Lauren's Country Lowdown today because of this petty feud.
It's so juicy. Florida Georgia Line, of course.
Yeah, Tyler Hubbard was on a podcast.
Yeah.
Things have been kind of falling apart there.
He actually spills a lot more tea than we've ever
I want to know what happened.
Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
6:45 here. Stick around for that on Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Thomas Red, what's your country song on B105? It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. We got Lauren's Country Lowdown. We've been waiting for this.
Oh, my gosh. So we all know everything that's going on with Florida Georgia Line. This has been a feud that's kind of been brewing for a few years. But what's weird is that, you know, FGL House abruptly closed. That's their Nashville bar last weekend.
Yep.
They issued a joint statement that was like, we made great memories there, and we're happy to be one of the first to open a country bar. Good luck to, you know, Lainey Wilson, right? Well, I think it was like the same day or the next morning, Tyler Hubbard's episode of a podcast came out. He was a guest on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. It's a Barstool Sports podcast, which is super popular. And they went there. They asked about the breakup. And Tyler said it was really unexpected. And he said that Brian Kelly came to him and said, I'm really feeling like I want to do a solo thing. Tyler said, please don't. Tried to talk him out of it. They went to therapy together to try to like work through their issues. But Tyler says Brian was very adamant. He wanted to do something solo. So then Brian suggested, I'll go solo. We'll still have Florida Georgia Line. Well, Tyler said he gave him an ultimatum and said, that's not going to work. So you can go solo and we break up, or you do Florida Georgia Line, but you can't do both.
I kind of get that.
Yeah,
because you may want your heart 100% into it.
Well, he said, like, it's going to get sticky. He made some good points. He's like, okay, when we write songs, if there's an amazing song, is Brian going to want it for his solo career?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then he's like, if we get an offer to play a show and then Brian gets an offer to do a show, like, which one is he going to take, right?
Yeah, you got to be committed to it.
Yeah, so Tyler said that the communication is very minimal. He said, I don't know if Brian just needs some space from me or what, but I do reach out. don't really hear back.
Wow.
He said he did congratulate him on some of his new music, and he said there's not a lot of engagement. So it's clear that Tyler didn't want this. It was Brian, which we kind of knew, but I guess I didn't realize that Tyler really didn't want to do his own solo thing.
Well, so here's the deal. Florida Georgia Line, I mean, it's Tyler Hubbard. So
right.
It's the only one you hear.
And he's the one that's music has kind of popped off, right?
Yeah, his music has popped off, and he's the one that's had the success so far. I mean, was the Beach Cowboy or whatever? Yeah.
So he said it actually had nothing to do with politics. He's like, I promise it didn't. He said he'll never say never to a reunion, but there is a lot that would need to change, and they need to have some long and open conversations. So I feel like he really laid it all out there and gave us more context.
I think Brian just wanted to have his voice heard.
He wanted to do his own thing. He probably thought, I'm gonna...
He's probably in Tyler Hubbard's shadow this whole time.
Yeah, and I get that, but it's interesting that Tyler was like, I didn't want to break up. I wanted to keep doing Florida Georgia Line.
Interesting.
And yeah, it seems like Tyler still kind of wants to be friends with Brian, but Brian's just not having it. So, and then, Brian released that song, Kiss My Boots.
Ooh, yeah.
That was juicy.
That's interesting. He's reached out and it's like a real breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, Lauren's Country Lowdown, that was juicy. We had to get to it.
Juicy.
And what's that? If you want to check out that podcast, that was on...
it is Barstool Sports, Bussin' with the Boys.
Okay, got it. Maybe I'll have to check that out when I'm...
I know, I kind of want to.
I got to drive. Lainey Wilson, Wildflowers and Wild Horses on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren and the 710 Laugh Off. You ready to roll?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, well...
I won yesterday.
You did win yesterday.
I think that I'll go first. Kind of nervous. Ken, what did the pizza say when it asked the topping out on a date? And ever sausage, a beautiful face.
Sausage joke has been around a long time.
Okay. I got excited.
Because what's that one down? It's like I've never sausage. Oh no, our sausage is the worst. That's that sign.
Yeah, you love that.
Yeah,
you love that.
Okay. Anyway, that's a good one. Here's one for fishing opener. You can use this one.
Okay.
In grade school, my teachers told me I should take up boating. My grades were sea level.
That was good. I should have come up with fishing opener jokes. There's still time.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Stressful. Do you listen to Linkin Park? That's an actual question.
I know who Linkin Park is, and I've heard some of their songs. Yeah.
Ken, just making sure.
This is the one you thought I wasn't going to get the other day. Mm-hmm.
Ken, my boyfriend left me because of my obsession with Linkin Park. In the end, it didn't even matter. Okay.
Is that the name of the song?
I think it's In the End, yeah. Very dramatic song.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Lauren, I'm transporting grain across the country and I only have one CD to listen to. Just Hall & Oates the whole way.
Okay. I gotta laugh at that. Unfortunately, I have to laugh at that. Because that was a good original joke. It was relevant. It was timely.
Well, thank you for the critique. I like it. That's good. Lauren approved joke win.
Doesn't happen often. So
no, it doesn't.
Soak it in.
The 710 Laugh Off here on B105. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Good morning. Got your brain teaser question today. Your chance to win some Papa Murphy's. And your question is 76% of people say this is the only place they can find time alone. Okay, that's simple enough, right? Let's go to the phone and see what we got. Hi, B105, what do you think?
Hi, is it the bathroom?
Yeah, specifically the shower.
Oh, the shower.
Yeah, right. Where do you find time to be alone?
Probably when I'm sleeping.
Oh, man, yeah, right, that's funny. Okay, well, yeah, what is that, the movie with Paul Rudd in it? I think it's This Is 40, where he gets busted for being in the bathroom by himself all the time, being alone, trying to be alone.
That's relaxing.
But he's always sitting.
It must be.
Yeah, but he's always sitting on the toilet, so he ends up getting hemorrhoids or something because he spends so much time in there.
Gotta pick and choose your battles.
Sorry, a little too much. A little too far there.
We didn't need to talk about hemorrhoids this early in the morning. Sorry about that.
What's your name?
Tiana.
And we're going to get you some Papa Murphy's, a big prize pack with a meal for everybody, okay?
Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for playing. Sorry I went too far on that one again. It's kind of my thing.
We usually do.
Yeah, it's okay.
We usually do.
Well, it's the brain teaser question. You never know what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Look at your weather forecast coming up next. Tyler Hubbard on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. And weather-wise, fishing over's not looking too bad.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, really. But today's sunny, high in the 50s and breezy. So that's not bad. But the wind is annoying.
Yeah, but
it's getting annoying.
A little bit of rain maybe tomorrow. And then with Saturday, though, it looks like it should be okay. Mm-hmm. So hanging on to that hope,
We have to.
I don't know how many fishing overs I've done in the snow.
Yeah, could be worse for sure.
Old Dominion Hotel Key on B105. B105, it's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we've got one-on-one with Lauren. This is where we throw a sports headline at Lauren and see if she can dunk it.
Okay, let's go.
Got an idea on this. This is from The Ringer. The headline is, Timberwolves are squeezing the life out of the Nuggets.
Oh, okay. So the Timberwolves are good this year, right?
Yeah.
Ricky Rubio's not on the team. And they are beating the Denver Nuggets.
Even knew Denver.
I threw that out there. I was going to say the LA Nuggets, but that's not right. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah. This says Minnesota's defensive tour de force rendered Denver unrecognizable in Game 2. Felt like an emphatic rival for the Wolves and a new... And they were the defending champions, too. This is something.
So the Nuggets, I keep thinking of chicken nuggets.
I knew you. That's why I brought this. That's why I picked the headline.
So the Nuggets are
catered
good.
To you. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're in the playoffs. It's round 2.
The Timberwolves are in the playoffs, too?
That's where they're playing.
Oh.
Okay, you were doing great until you kept talking. They're playing each other. That's
how would I know that? I've seen no one talking about it.
Really?
At all. No.
It's pretty big news.
No, not one.
Timberwolves are in round 2. It's the first time. I mean, I remember 20 years ago they played the Nuggets and they lost. I was in a Motel 6 in Ogallala, Nebraska, watching that game.
Yeah, I've been to Ogallala, so there's not much going on there, to be honest.
That's where I remember watching the last Timberwolves in the second round. But this is big. They're hot, so we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see.
The more you know.
We'll see.
Good luck in the playoffs.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
one-on-one with Lauren. Yeah, you're doing good. Just you're carry on to it. Good girl. B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and we've got Lauren's Country now. Now, this is where you're an expert on things.
Yes, thank you. So a week from today, we have the ACM Awards. Obviously, we already know they're going to be in Frisco, Texas. Reba is hosting and performing, and we already know some of the big performers, but they just revealed another round, and this is very juicy. So we have Nate Smith and Avril Lavigne performing together.
Oh, my.
So here's a question. They were spotted out by TMZ recently, and everybody thought they were on a date. And then even Nate was like, was it a date? It seemed genuine when he said that, but maybe they just worked on some stuff, and now that's what they're going to be performing.
Any publicity is good publicity, right?
Or the ACMs were like, we want to play matchmaker.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
I don't know. She was married to the guy from Nickelback, Chad.
She was.
Right?
Yeah.
And then she doesn't look much different over the years.
No, she's aging very well.
She looks like the same kid that came on the scene.
At 17 years old with her dramatic songs.
We're about the same age, I think, me and Avril Lavigne.
Oh.
She's aged better than me.
Okay. Well, I don't agree with that.
Well, she doesn't have to do morning radio and get these bags under her eyes. You know what I mean?
I know. We're so tired.
I got to put some cucumber slices on these things.
You do that.
Okay.
Blake and Gwen, they're going to be performing probably their new duet, Purple Irises. And then Kelsey Ballerini is collaborating with Noah Kahan.
I have no idea.
He's not like a pop artist, but he is blowing up right now. He has a song called Stick Season. And
Stick Season?
Yeah, it's
about hockey?
No, it has to do with like a specific window in Vermont where like the leaves are changing. Look it up. Anyways, okay. Parker McCollum's performing. Post Malone's also performing. And then on Tuesday, they are going to announce the new female, new male, and new duo or group of the year winner. So we'll have some winners ahead of time.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So
Post Malone's going to do his new song, I think.
Probably. Yeah. Well, Morgan Wallen isn't on the list, or at least like they said Post was performing by himself, but I guess we'll see what happens. So anyways, read more about that, b105country.com. Chris Stapleton, he has a new song coming out with George Strait, and they debuted it on tour over the weekend. It's called Honky Tonk Hall of Fame. It's on George's new album, which is his first in 5 years. No release date yet, but it's an up-tempo heartbreak song, so you can see them perform it, b105country.com. And then Chris is also going to be doing a full concert out on the Today Show Friday, September 27th, which is a ways away, but had to mention it. It's popping up. And then if you want to see Chris Lane or you want to see some golf or both, he will be performing a post-show concert at the 3M Open, which is coming up in July. And we have tickets on that on our concert calendar.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Lauren's Country Lowdown. If you missed all the drama from the Tyler Hubbard, Florida Georgia line thing, I don't know, maybe we can touch on that again. Feel the missed, or you can go on demand and listen to it.
Yeah, it's a lot, so maybe you just go listen, back.
Yeah, it seems like it's all,
juicy,
basically
though.
Tyler Hubbard said it's Brian Kelly's fault.
Yeah, and Brian Kelly doesn't want to talk to him. Love it.
Petty. Okay, cool. Tucson, too late. Jordan Davis. How far is Tucson from Phoenix?
It's like 2 hours.
I forget that you know Arizona.
I've been to Tucson many times, and they have like amazing food. It's so good.
What kind of food?
Like Mexican food.
Yeah.
So good.
Is it better than here?
Well, okay, I don't want to
but I always wondered that. Like, if you go to an actual like destination like Tex-Mex or whatever, is that food better than can you notice a difference? In
Arizona's case, yeah, like Tucson has the best food ever. It's so good. Everywhere's good. And then they have like this icy place. What's it called again? EG's or something, and it's like shaved ice, but it's so good. It's just amazing. I got to get back. Got to get back to Tucson.
Okay, well, pack your SPF.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I can't go in the summer months.
So ignite. Old Dominion Memory Lane on B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. Carly Pierce and Chris Stapleton there. We don't fight anymore on B105. Boy, this is something. This is out of Florida, of course.
Yeah, that's to be assumed.
Florida man arrested for carving his name into deputy's patrol car. Why would you carve your name in there? I mean, what an idiot. What an idiot.
So dumb. Did he put his phone number and his social too?
Probably put his driver's license on. No, I don't know. Florida man was taken to jail. He intentionally carved his name into a Broward Sheriff's Office marked patrol car. It was marked. And they said a witness reported seeing a man, later identified as, his last name is Leon's, vandalizing a patrol car. Officer arrived on the scene, and they said that the suspect had used a metal tool to etch the name as Enderlin Leon's.
I can't.
That's quote.
I can't.
The name is Enderlin Leon's on the driver's side hood of the patrol vehicle.
They are the dumbest person ever. And I kind of love it, honestly. I really do.
So the cop entered the name in on the database. And noticed that the guy lived at a residence which was in the area, and they went to the home, and he said the guy made multiple statements saying, I did it, I committed a crime, and I should be going to jail. And he was also wearing some pliers with green paint from the car on it. So
I just feel like he wants to go to jail. Like, he wants a little break from life. So that kind of seems like
maybe
what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I guess he's just trying to get, people do that kind of.
Not me, but I guess I get it. I don't know.
The name is, oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, that's some Bailey Zimmerman, Where It Ends on B105, Northland's #1 for New Country, and the B105 Workday Kickoff. And we got a fun day planned for you tomorrow. I keep saying this. Make sure you get your name into the entry for the $500 cash we're giving away tomorrow.
Yeah, because, first of all, it's super easy. You should have our app anyways, and that's the easiest money you could ever make.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
why not?
B105. Dylan Scott, this town's been too good to us on B105. I got a Breakfast Club confession, kind of an early one here.
Okay.
Many years ago, I wrote an article that was about how a bunch of country artists sound the same. Like Dan and Shay sound like Rascal Flatts did.
Yeah, they do. And Hunter Hayes also. Well, was it Hunter Hayes? I used to think he sounded like Rascal Flatts,
sure.
too.
Brothers Osborne sound a lot like Toby Keith. As I always thought it was a Toby Keith song coming on. Right, well, though Toby Keith passed away. Yeah. Very sad. Still having, not okay. Yeah. Well, that article popped off because of Toby Keith on there. So then people were attacking me saying that because they didn't see that I would publish that years ago. And I wasn't saying anything bad about Toby. I love Toby.
Here's something that I've learned, and I think you can co-sign it. Yeah. People don't read the story. They just get mad. Yeah. And then people, like one time I wrote a story literally about a store closing in the mall. It got hundreds of comments, and people were ripping me to shreds. I'm like, how is this controversial?
The store's closing.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I do? Like, I am not the problem.
It's North Korean bots is what it is.
Well, I do notice when people write mean things, and I remember your name. So just know,
and I'm not a Kenny Chesney out last night on B105. It's Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren, and today, we're going to be a little bit sunny, a little bit of everything in 50s. It'll be all right.
Can I have an early Breakfast Club confession?
Oh, no, you got one. Okay.
Okay, so I have to talk about Blue Bloods for a second.
Oh boy.
So Tom Selleck, he really wants the show to be saved.
Really?
Yeah. So he has been doing all these interviews, right? And you can read about it actually on B105country.com. Believe it or not, I didn't write about this, but he thinks CBS is going to come to their senses, right? Well, then CBS was like, no, it's the show's over. Whatever. I hope it gets saved. But I feel like then he went and did a tactic where he was trying to guilt, because he's like, I have a 67-acre ranch and I can't afford it if I don't do Blue Bloods. So that's sad.
Did he really say that?
So I was reading that in public and I gasped. And then people stared. And I was like, I'm good.
Do you think he really can't afford it? I mean, he's got to have money.
That's what I thought. I guess I always just assume that these actors and actresses have, unlimited funds and so much money. But he says he's going to have to sell it.
Okay, wow.
So, I mean, pay every member of the cast. I know they're hot commodities, but we got to keep the show going.
Okay.
Should I start a petition? There already is one. Should I start my own?
There's a petition?
Yeah, no, it's people are trying to save the show, and I haven't even taken part in this yet.
Well, that's what's missing, Lauren. It's you. You're going to be the change that need change.org or whatever.
That's how I'll change the world.
I mean, it's 14 seasons, though.
Yeah, but I need more.
At some point, it's got to end.
But not now. I can't handle it ending right now. I haven't watched this season. I'm not ready.
I've watched some of it.
I'm not ready.
Okay. B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. We'll see you later, Lauren.
Have a great day.
You have a great day, too.
You have a great day.
You have a great day.
No, you.
Okay, I'll try. I'll win.
We both will try.
10:20, the next code for Luke Combs. We'll have that for you in a little bit. Right now, Dirks with